Just tell me if it's visible, okay? So how was yesterday's session? എങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു? പിടി കിട്ടിയോ? ചെയ്ത് നോക്കിയോ എന്തെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ? Just ping on the chat. You can see yesterday's session. How was it? Just give me a review. ആരെങ്കിലും രണ്ടുപേരെ ഒന്ന് അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്ത് പറയുവാണെങ്കിൽ നല്ലത്. നിഹാൽ ഇംതിയാസ്. Okay, thank you, Venkatesh. So any other opinion, like bakiullara? Anyone? Sri Lakshmi, Harinanda, Navya, Akshaya, Shifya. Anyone? How was yesterday's session? എങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു? Just ഒരു overview നമുക്ക് പെട്ടെന്ന് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. In chat, anyone? Okay. Okay, so we'll continue. ഇന്നലെ we continued with the on-grid system design, right? So after that, we just wanted to. I told you like we will design an off-grid system also. So yesterday night, Shantanu and one of his friends has called me. Like he did have some doubts. Okay, so I was curious on that. I always wish to make you learn that also, but what happened actually is that time would constrain it on there. So we just skip that portion. So I'll just move to that very first. Okay. So what he asked was how to design. Like if we are using a software and all, we can just simply use the pre-built equations and all those things in the software. Okay. So if you're giving like what is the area? Yesterday 585 meters square, right? So it's equivalent to 15 into 20 times. So 300 panels. We can accommodate to 300 panels. So what is our maximum power? Okay. We found that 320 watts per panel. So it's equal to around 1.6 kilowatts, something like that. Okay. So this was the basic observations we got from the software. So Shantanu and his friend asked me if in manual case, what would be the scenario? If we have to calculate these all things in manual, what would be the case? So for an on-grid system, these things are pretty much straightforward. So coming to an off-grid system. So let's discuss an off-grid system. Okay. So just say any one of you start recording, sir. I think Rakesh, Meera, recording start ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ട്. Okay. So we'll continue in a minute. Okay. Before that, just unmute. Just unmute and tell me what all things in your house needs to be in solar. Recording is done not using Gmeet. Great. So that is done by. It's not done by the Gmeet. It is done by special software JRaj. Okay. Okay. So we'll continue. Just tell me, anyone. Just tell me what are the things that you need in your house to be solarified. Anyone? Sandra, more on the primo. വീട്ടിൽ എന്തൊക്കെ ഉപകരണങ്ങൾ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യും? Lights, of course, lights. Sandra, Joel, and Jacob. Anyone? ഒന്ന് അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യടാ. ഹലോ ജോയൽ ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ടോ? Light, bulb, fans. Phone charge ചെയ്യണം. Okay, great. Okay, so we got some opinions. Sharina, thank you. Sharina, thank you Rohit. Home appliances. Okay, yeah, great. So we'll say ഒന്ന് അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ആരെങ്കിലും ഒന്ന് പറയാമോ? എത്ര ലൈറ്റ് വേണം? Wi-Fi, great. Okay, just tell me. Anyone? Rohit, മോനെ ഇപ്പൊ എഴുതിയത് തന്നെ ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് പറയാമോ? TV loads which consume more power. The one thing is that Akshaya and Durga, we can't we can power high power devices using solar, but that is another scope. Like heavy use of batteries and all things are needed. So we won't be discussing that. So I'll just give a peek on that. Before that, I will discuss on the smaller appliances. So basic design considerations when it comes to an off-grid system. Induleka, thank you, Induleka. ആർക്കെങ്കിലും അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാമോ? അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടെന്ന് പറയാമോ? Anyone?
ലൈറ്റ് ഒക്കെ
ലൈറ്റ്സ് ഓക്കെ മോനെ. ഓക്കെ എത്ര ലൈറ്റ് വേണം?
ഒരു 15
15
15
ലൈറ്റോ?
അല്ല
Okay,
10.
10.
ഓക്കെ.
10 lights. Okay, 10 lights of what kind?
LED.
LED. Okay. LED bulb. For how many hours?
രാത്രിയാണല്ലോ, അപ്പൊ ഒരു 5 മണിക്കൂർ, 5-6 മണിക്കൂറൊക്കെ.
Okay, 6 hours. We will pick it out. Etra watts? What kind of watts? Like we will use different types of bulb. നമുക്ക് എത്ര വേണം? ഒരു 10-12 watt LED ഒക്കെ അല്ലേ?
ഓക്കെ, അതെ.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. മോനെ. എൻ്റെ പേര്
അശ്വന്ത്.
അശ്വന്ത്. Okay, thank you മോനെ. Great. So, any other one? ടപ്പ് വേഗം അങ്ങ് പറഞ്ഞു വിട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് സെറ്റ് ആക്കാം. Okay, അഭിജിത്ത് പറഞ്ഞാൽ വൈഫൈ we can use it. Okay. ഒരെണ്ണത്തിന്റെ ആവശ്യമുള്ളൂ. So if you're using a Wi-Fi, it will be a all time load ആണ്. It needs to be 24-hour on. So it should be 24 hours, and watts would be it's mostly probably a 12 watts one. Like the adapter would be rated for 12 volt and 1 ampere. So it is multiply 12 watts. So 12 watts. Okay. So what's next? Anyone? 5 fans, 8 hours, 80 watts. Great. Fan. 5 fans, 8 hours, 80 watts. Right. And what is this type? Load, inductive load. Okay. It's for simply sake of the like knowledge. It is not affected in our proper designing. Okay. So what's next? Next. Phone charger. Okay. Chargers. Like we'll be having around 4 members in a house, and we'll be needing around 4 chargers. Okay. It's a normal SMPS load. What is the hours? Like 2 hours for a per charge. So we'll charge at least 2 times a day maximum. Sorry, at least 1 time a day. So 1 hour, right? Okay. And what is the watts? If you're using a Redmi phones for other fast chargers, it will be around 30 watts. And if it's a normal one, it would consume around 10 watts. So we'll pick it out to 20 watts. Okay. What's next? One more. Just one more. TV 2 units. Okay, we'll consider that. One heater, 1 hour, 1000 watts. Okay, one heater. It's Venkatesh, that was a great option, but just think that a 3-liter heater consumes around 3 kilowatt. Okay, this is the minimum requirement for a house. So all those things we got heaters and all this come in a 3-liter package. So it will consume at least 3000. So we will not consider for the time being. We'll consider the 2 units of TV. Okay, TV will consider as single unit. Okay, TV how many hours? 5 hours. Okay, 5 hours. So it would be an LED or a LCD or any type. The watts will be I think it's around 70 watts. Okay, 70 watts. Okay, so this is the basic basic table that you have to make up. Okay, you get it, right? So if you get all these things, okay, so we have to multiply all these things. Okay, so just give me a minute. I'll just quickly transfer these data into an Excel sheet. Okay. Appliance, number, hours, watts, power, energy. These are the minimum things that you need to have in your table. Just consider this. Okay. Watt. Appliance, light, Wi-Fi, fan, light, Wi-Fi, fan, charger, TV, right? The light would be around 10, Wi-Fi 1, fan 5, charger 4, 1 TV. Okay. Hours would be 6, 24, 8, 6, 24, 8, 1, 5. Watts 12, 12, 80, 20, 70. 12, 12, 80, 20, 70. Okay, now just watts. So the watts and power are the same. So coming to the energy, what is energy? Power times time, right? So we'll just equal to this tab into this tab, right? So this is the total energy, and this would be in kilowatt hour. Okay, kilowatt hours. Okay, so we need to find, the first thing we need to find is that what is the total power consumed by all these devices if all the devices are switched on simultaneously. If the things are switched on, what would be the total power? So we'll need the power. Okay, I forgot that. Equal to number is there, right? Okay, there's a correction for here. ആരെങ്കിലും ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചായിരുന്നോ ഈ സംഭവം? Energy equals number of devices into watts into hours, right? 720. This is watt hour only. Okay. Understood this? ഇതുവരെ മനസ്സിലായോ? Understood this? Anyone just reply. Okay, great. That's great. Now, see, what is the maximum power which will be consumed by this whole system or your whole house if the all appliances are turned on at the same time? So we'll go from the sum of okay. 682 watts will be the maximum power. Maximum power. Okay. See, that would be the maximum power. Okay. The same way, we'll calculate the maximum energy needed for that house to power up these much appliances for these much hours in a day. Okay. So this would be equal to sum of, see, 4,638 watt hours, and this is watts. So this is equal to, again, is equal to 4. Equal to 4.638 kilowatt hour. Okay, so this is the basic thing that you have to do. Okay, so now the all requirements like regarding the power consumption and energy consumption is defined. Okay, now we will go for the other thing. What? The battery choosing. We'll choose the battery. Okay, so what should be the maximum capacity? Maximum capacity of the battery. What is the maximum capacity of the battery? Okay, so that's another predominant thing that you have to check. Maximum capacity of the battery would be equal to this one, right? At least the battery must be able to handle this much power, energy, to hold this much energy, kilowatt hour. Okay. So what is the rating of a battery? Which battery would be using? Which battery you should be using? You would be using. Just tell me. Lead acid or lithium and battery? Which one you will you be using? Lead acid or lithium? Lead acid, of course.
അതിന് ലൈഫ് സ്പാൻ കൂടുതലാണ്, പിന്നെ കമ്പയർ ടു ലിഥിയം ചീപ്പർ ആണ്.
അശ്വന്ത് മോനെ അൺമ്യൂട്ടഡ് ആണ്. ഇനി എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ ഒപ്പീനിയൻസ്? So as told by him, the lead acid batteries have a cheaper price rate as compared to a lithium ion battery. പക്ഷെ ഒരു സംഭവം എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, one thing to notice is that lifespan is always better for lithium ion battery. A lithium ion battery can go for 1,500 to 2,000 cycles, which is around 8 to 10 years. But a lead acid battery can only go from 5 to 7 years max. So still, രണ്ടാമത് പറഞ്ഞ കാരണം correct ആണ്. Like the price point is very much a thing to see. So we'll go for a lead acid battery. So the type of the battery is lead acid battery. So what are the packages in lead acid batteries available? Okay, voltage equal to 12 volt is the package in which we can avail a lead acid battery. Okay, so we need to get the capacity, amp hour capacity. We need to know the amp hour capacity. Oops, capacity age. We need to know the age capacity. Okay, so which will be equal to, what is the total watt hour? Watt hour divided by the voltage. 386 Ah must be there. It's clear, I think. Okay. So we cannot go for a 386 precise battery. In market, in a commercial area, we will only avail batteries from varying from around 100 to 200 Ah. 400 Ah in the quarter battery under. There are 400 Ah single batteries, but the main problem is that in a full battery matter. So that's a very expensive if coming to a replacement. So what we do, we'll either go for a 150 into 2 or 3, or we'll go for a 200 into 200. So for the time being, we'll go for a number of batteries would be equal to 4. Let's assume 4 into 100 Ah battery. Okay. 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 Now what is the type? Now what is the parameters? So what is the parameters? 4 no. 12 volt and 100 Ah batteries is the parameter. Okay. So till now it's clear, right? So what would be the connection? So what is the total power consumption? 682 watts only, right? 682 watts is the maximum consumption, maximum power, right? 600 തൊട്ട് 1000 അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 500 തൊട്ട് 1000 watts ആണെങ്കിൽ we can surely go for a simple 12 volt system. 12 volt system. So if the power is rated below 1000 watts, we can go for a 12 volt system. This is a thumb rule. Okay, just remember this. If it is between 1000 to 2000 watts, then you can go for a 24 volt system. Why? To reduce the current and reduce the wire size. So we can see if it is 1000 watts, then if you're using a 12 volt system, then what is that? What is the current? See, 83 amperes will be flowing. Still, that's a pretty much huge current. So we can go for a 24 volt system. Only 41 amperes. That is a pretty much a good number. Yeah. Oops. Okay. So we'll go for a 24 system. So if we increase it to 2000 watts peak, what is a again 83 amperes? It's a much larger current. Okay. So here, what is a 682 is the maximum. We will go for a 700 watt system. Only 29 amperes will be flowing. So that's a pretty much safe current. So you can use a 4 square mm wire or anything like that. I mean, what is about 12 volt, 58 amperes? We will go for 24 volt system. Okay. So this is how you choose the current. Okay. That's a thumb rule. Okay. We'll go for either. So we have something to discuss in the software. So what is the connection? Let's see the connection. We'll 2 in series. Okay. 2 in series and 2 in parallel. 2s, 2p. 2p, 2s. This is the correct notation. Okay. 2p, 2s is the system that we are going for. Why? So we'll get a 12. Oops. Okay. So we'll go for a 12 into 2. Yeah, that means it's connected in series. Okay, I'll show you that. For our battery, we'll be going for a consider this as a battery. Every battery is rated for 12 volt and 100 Ah, right? And this is connected in series. Okay. This is connected in series, and this is connected in series. Okay. And we will take these two in parallel. See? So what happened? What is the voltage here? 12 volt. What is the voltage here? 12 volt. So what is the voltage across this? 24 volt system. What is the amp power? 100 Ah. Here 100 Ah. So total in series, this whole pack features a 100 Ah. This also features a 100 Ah, but these two combination is in parallel configuration. So here 200 Ah, right? So what is the total energy? This is a 24 volt 200 Ah system. See, that is how we design the parameters. Okay, so 24 volt, we'll see 24 volt into 200 Ah, 4800 watt hour. What we actually require is 12 volt into this much hour. This much was only required, but our battery is slightly oversized to 4,800 watt hours. So you get the point, right? So that's how we design the battery. Okay. Now the battery section is completed. So we got. Now what? Now we have to design the solar charge controllers. So those are pretty much very easy. Okay. Solar charge controllers needs to be there, which converts the solar panel power to a suitable power to charge the battery. So if you are going for a 1,000 watt system or under 1,000 watt the power, under 1,000 watt power system, then we can of course go for a simple PWM charge controllers, or else we can go for a MPPT, maximum power point tracking controllers. അതിനെപ്പറ്റി കൂടുതൽ അറിയണമെങ്കിൽ എന്നെ ഒന്ന് കോൺടാക്ട് ചെയ്താൽ മതി. We don't have much time here. Okay. So if you are going for a solar charge controller, then the solar charge controller should minimum have the configuration of 24-volt system. It should feature a 24-volt system. And also, what was the maximum current? Like maximum current at 700 divided by 24 volt, 29 amperes. So for the safe side, we have to choose a 40 amp controller. Okay, I'll show you 24 volt 40 amp solar MPP. This is the thing you need to buy. Okay, 40 amp 24 volt controller. This charger controller needs to be brought. Yeah, solar charge controller is over. Now what? Solar panels. Solar panels. Okay. So the other derating factors are there. If you need, you can use that. Okay. Lead acid battery vehicle, we'll be only getting a depth of discharge up to a maximum up to 60%. So we have to multiply again with that. There are multiple derating factors. We are going for a simple basic calculation only here. So coming to the solar panel, what watts should be? Okay, we'll go to the sunshine hours. Sunshine hours. What is the maximum sunshine hours that will get in a country like India, which would be around 5 hours? Okay. We'll get a maximum hours of 5 hours. So what is the energy that needs to be taken from sun to charge up our batteries? It should be minimum 4,688. Okay. Minimum energy equal to watt hours. This much watts hour should be taken from the sun. Okay. So here we will have a rating factor, derating factor. Let's assume that at times we'll only get maximum of 80%. Okay. So we'll go for 80%. And so what is the energy? This equal this divided by, we should at least get this much power from the sun. Okay. Okay. Now, what would be the solar panel wattage? What is the wattage? Watt hour is here, hour is here. Okay. You can simply divide watts hour divided by hour. Watts. So the system should at least capable of having 1,159 watts. The panel should be rated for 1,159 watts. So what is the number of panels? Before that, we can choose what panel are we using. Panel configurations, panel voltage, sorry, panel watts. What is the panel wattage? We'll go for 325 watts panel. Okay. So if you are going for a 325 watts panel, then how many numbers you need? Equal to this one divided by this one. 3.5 panels are needed. Okay, we will go for a 341 or a 301. 3.8. What about 250 watts? 250 watts. 4.68. So we'll go for a 300 watt panel, and this we have to round off to 4. 4 numbers of panels should be there. Okay. So what would be the configuration, voltage configuration? It should be 24 volt. Okay. Such that the MPPT can take in. So this are designed to take in anywhere between 12 to 24 volt on the output side, and for in the input side you can use up to 70 voltage. So you can go for either 4 in series. Okay. So we'll, for the time being, we'll be going for a 24 volt system. Okay. 24 volt system. So this is regarding the solar panel. So now you get all the parameters, right? We'll need a number of panels. 4 panels would be there, should be there. A controller, solar charge controller rated for 24 volt, 40 amperes should be there. The battery should be 2P2S configuration, and the appliances are these. You got it? And after that, one more thing you can decide on the solar side. Solar side, we can decide on the wire. Okay, solar side. Solar side, what is a wire? What should be the wire or solar side current? Solar side current. What is the solar side current? Equal to total is 1000 watts divided by 24 volt system. So 48 ampere would be coming from the solar panel, right? So what is a wire that can handle 48 amperes? So it's a basic thumb rule. It is not accurate. You can just divide that by 6, 8 square mm. Or for the safe side, you can go for a 10 square mm wire. Okay. Solar side wire. 10 SQM. Okay. And coming to the battery side. What is the maximum current flowing from the battery? It would be 682 divided by 24 volt. What is 682? 700 divided by 24 volt. 29 amperes will be flowing through the batteries, right? 29 amperes will be flowing through the batteries, around 30 amperes. For 30 amperes, what is the size? 5 square mm is not there available, so we'll go for a 6 square mm. Battery current is 30 amperes. 6 square mm wire. Okay, we didn't decide the inverter, right? So we can go for a simple inverter, like for around 680 watts. There is no 600 watts inverters are not there. So we'll simply go. We'll oversize that to a 1000 watts inverter. 1000 watts, 24 volt inverter. Simple calculation. These are all very, very simplematic. Okay. Simple. If it is a dedicated session for this, then I'll explain all those things. So coming to after the inverter side current. What is the inverter side current? So it is converted to AC, right? So now the 700 watts is only going through 230 volt, 3 amperes only. 3 amperes only. So you can go 1 square mm wire. So 3 amperes, 1 square mm wire. So this is regarding the wire. Yeah, this is the calculation. So I think you are pretty much clear with how So yeah, doubts. Okay. Any doubts? Venkatesh, what's the doubt? Any doubts? Tell me.
Sir, once you tell about inverter side.
Yeah. This I have to say again, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Coming to the inverter, there are no commercially available 682 or 700 watts inverters. So we have to oversize that. We'll always go for a higher side. So the minimum requirement, minimum power which you can avail from a commercial inverter is 1000 watts. 1000 watts inverter you can buy from the shop. So we directly go for 1000 watts, and it should be rated for 24 volt in the input side, right? And it should be, you can use either it can be like pure sine wave inverter. It can be pure sine wave 1. Okay. So yeah, that's it regarding that. No much calculations there, Venkatesh. Or for the current and all those things, I can give you another session, or I'll call you. Okay. So we'll move fast. Right. Any doubts? എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയമുണ്ടോ? Mohammed, Indulega, Abiram, Bini, Nirmal. Navya, Shibula, Akshaya, anyone, എന്തെങ്കിലും doubt ഉണ്ടോ? Hello. മുഹമ്മദേ, എന്തെങ്കിലും doubt ഉണ്ടോ?
ഇല്ല സാറാ, ക്ലിയർ ആണ്.
ക്ലിയർ ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, ഗ്രേറ്റ്. ഇവിടെ ഇപ്പുറത്തോ, ഇവിടുന്ന് ഒരാളും കൂടി, നിതുന, ഇവിടെ ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടോ? ഹലോ, അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തോ, കുഴപ്പമൊന്നുമില്ല. നീമയുണ്ടോ? നീമ മോളെ പിടി കിട്ടിയോ?
Clear ആണ്.
Okay. Okay, I think that's enough for this intro. Okay, now yeah, if you need this sheet I can give you. Okay, save timer. 30. Okay, now we'll go for the like our previous system. So ഇന്നലെ പഠിപ്പിച്ചതൊക്കെ പിടി കിട്ടി എന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. So today we will be going to the other detailed ആയിട്ട് how we can design or detailed losses in a system. We can go for that. Okay, detailed ആയിട്ടുള്ള losses, how we can give detailed losses and all those things in a like in the project. So we'll go for exercise project. Just open your PVC, choose your exercise project and you can click detailed losses. Okay, coming to this, we have many losses. On-grid system, for an on-grid system there's a major fault as cascaded loss is very much larger. ഒന്നിനു പുറകെ ഒന്നായിട്ടുള്ള ലോസ് ഓൺ ഗ്രിഡ് സിസ്റ്റത്തിന് ഭയങ്കര ഹ്യൂജ് ആണ്. അയ്യോ, എടുത്ത സ്ക്രീൻഷോട്ട് പോയി. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, cascaded loss for an AC system is very large. Okay, so you can simply see here, these are the simple or primary losses in an on-grid system. So I'll explain one by one. Coming to the thermal parameters, the solar panels are always getting radiated, right? Which will accompany heat, wind, and atmospheric conditions. So the heat or the temperature difference will affect the performance of a panel. So we can give that factors in the thermal parameters. So there's a coefficient known as U equal to UC plus UV, and one is a constant loss per Kelvin or per temperature. This much watts is lost. That is a simple assumption. Okay, we can alter these values depending on the data sheet of your panel. And wind losses. If the wind is hitting your panel, does it creates a temperature spike? If there is a temperature spike, then it will of course affect the parameters of the panel. So how many watts does that affect? You can give it here. And also according to the mounting. So if you're mounting in your house, what would be you using? This would be the simple mounting using GA pipes, right? So wind blast, there won't be any wind blasts for these solar panels, right? So you can give this one, mounted module with air circulation, free mounted module with air circulation. And if there are in industries, Willy industries in it, if you're taking the top view of a really huge industry, you can see there are air duct for escaping the hot air in the building. If the hot air is exciting or expanding from the top of your building and it is hitting the solar panel, it will of course affect the parameters or the performance of the solar panel. In that case, you can go for a semi-integrated air duct behind. And this one, integration with fully insulated back, means that though these things are there, the solar panels are not much affected. Okay, so you can go for all those thermal parameters. Coming to the ohmic losses, your wire, if the power needs to be connected to the grid, right? So in that side, what is the distance between your power plant and your grid? Say if you're taking an NSS college as an example, 50 meters is there to transmit the power from your solar plant to the grid. So all those are accompanied to the cascaded losses. So you can give that in the ohmic losses. And coming to the module quality or a light induced diffraction mismatch, you can give. Solar panel, it is not affected by any radiations. So if you are buying a solar panel from the commercial market, it is not affected by any of the parameters, like the test conditions only. The solar panel is only treated to the test conditions. So if the panels are seeing the light for the first time, then there would be some mismatch in the performance. And also if the strings, individual strings, their voltage differences can lead to a mismatch. All those losses you can give here. What is soiling losses? In soiling losses, if you are installing your system in an urban area, okay, urban area, the pollution factor is very much higher. So based on that, what is the losses that you can expect from this urban pollution in your solar panel? You can give a losing factor for that. That is called the soiling loss. Induced air media losses is that when two surfaces, of course, your solar panels is coming with the panel as here, the top layer is a glass, and also there is other hardened glass, so that the panel is not broken. So when the light hits your panel, though it is in 12 degree, it will have a refractive index, right? Okay. See, there is a diffraction. There is a diffraction. Okay, refractive index diffraction. So this angle, when it comes to the solar panel, the heat light which is hit at 12 degree angle would be hit here at 11.99 degree angle. It can be, or it may be. So you can give such losses apart from your data sheet here. Coming to the auxiliaries, your system is not independent. Like all the temperature parameters, the wiring characteristics, or the current, the power, energy, everything needs to be monitored. So there would be a monitoring shed near to your power plant. Monitoring shed undo power plant. So that will consume energy on its own. The monitoring shed would be consuming a power on its own. So that you can give it the auxiliaries. Coming to the aging, the normal validity or lifetime of a solar panel is around 20 to 30 years. Okay, so if you're installing an on-grid system, after 7 years, you will be getting the repayment. Okay, so for the around 13 to 23 years, you can expect a profit from the same. Okay, but what happens in this time? Will the aging factors will be more, so that the efficiencies will go down. So after 23 or 30 years, the panel won't be fully degraded. It would be reducing to its power to 80% only. So till 30 years, you can safely use the panels. So if any other parameters are there, you can give the aging. And what is unavailability? So periodical maintenance. Say, let's say for in 6 or in 12 months, you have some periodic maintenance. So for that, this whole system needs to be shut down for around 3 days. Okay, so assume a situation like that. So if there is a situation like this, you can give it an unavailability. And spectral correction is what it is dealing with the sunlight and test conditions are there. I'll show you that. Like, yeah, forgot that. I'll show you. Okay, now I'll come to PV system. See, you can give the thermal parameters. So let it be the default one. So it's our free mounted module with air circulation is there. Ohmic losses. Let's go for that. Global wiring resistance is you can give either global wiring resistance or loss fraction. So what is the default value? 1.5% as the ohmic losses. You can, or the detailed computation you can give. What is the module connections, main box to inverter, what wire are you using, all those things. Okay. Schema. See, 15 parallel strings on 3 inverters. 3 inverters are connected on 15 parallel strings. You can go for that. So for the simplicity, we will go for loss fraction at a standard temperature condition. And voltage drop across series diodes. Series diodes are there. Of course, 0.7 volt will be a drop or default. Yeah, 0.7 default. And we can say use AC circuit ohmic losses. Length inverter to injection. Injection means the grid. So considering NSS college will go for around 45 meter to the injection point. So what will be the loss? 1.67% loss if you are using a 10 square mm wire. So this is acceptable, which means it should be under around 3% loss. So if you go for a higher gauge of wire, see, the percentage losses reduced. If you go for a lower one, 2.79%, which is not a desired one. So we'll go for an optimum one. See, and you can choose aluminum or copper wire. Which one? Copper wire. 10 square mm copper wire should have been used from the inverter side to the grid. Okay. Now coming to the module quality mismatches. Module quality. So module efficiency. If there is a module efficiency loss is described by the manufacturer. If the manufacturer says the panel is rated for 320 watts, there can be some mismatches due to the production side. It can be around 318 watts. Okay, so that losses you can give. So the default values choose. Module mismatch losses, loss at MPP, maximum power point. Okay, okay, I haven't discussed about the maximum power point. I'll come to that. What happens if you connect two modules into parallel or series? So there can be voltage variations. One would be at around 26.4 volt and other would be 26.6 volt. So a 0.2 volt difference is there. So you can give that as a percentage value here. Light induced degradation, I told, first operating. See, the first operating hours with respect to the manufacturing flash test standard test conditions. So apart from this test conditions, ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ലൈറ്റ് കിട്ടുമ്പോൾ what is the degradation factor? So that is LID. And string voltage mismatch is that we told that for each individual inverters we are giving around 15 parallel series, parallel combinations, right? All those parallel combinations will possess a higher voltage of around 600 voltage or something like that. If the other string is possessing 618 volt, there is a mismatch. So we can give it as a percentage value. Again, the default value is chosen. Coming into the soiling losses, default value is 3% is the if you are using it in an urban area. So Palakkad is not an urban area thing. Okay, so we'll go for a 0%. What is the IIM losses? Incidence ankle modifier. See, you can this is the definition of PV module, which means from the data sheet itself, these things are calculated. If else, you can give glass refractive index. What is a refractive index? Coating refractive index. You can give the exact values of the refractive index and you can calculate the losses from that. Okay, so you can just unclick this and use that. Auxiliaries consumption, you can define continuous auxiliary fans and all those things. Kilowatt. What is a kilowatt? So around 5 fan can be used. So 100 watts, we can say around 400 watts. Okay. Yeah, you can give that. Okay. Night auxiliary, if there are any light bulb which needs to be turned on all the time, like all those things you can give here. Coming to the aging, this is a pretty much heavy or complex thing I'm not going to discuss here. With all the parameters from the site survey analysis, you can give the old values here. Simulation for 10 years, all those things you can give. So this is not much predominant in case of loss parameters. Okay. Coming to the unavailability, we can give it either as time fraction or unavailability duration or number of periods. Sorry, number of periods must be constant. Okay. Let's say unavailability duration days per year. In a year, we will be shutting down the system for around 6 days. Okay. And how many times? Number of times, 3 times. So it is a time fraction 1.6 hours. Okay. And again, we can take the hours 1990. We'll go for 2020. Sorry, 2021. Oh, the plant is expected to commence in 2022. Okay. From itra samay to itra samay, you can give all those things. Okay. Okay. We'll go to today. Oh, interface. Okay, so this, you can like precisely notice all those things. This is unavailability. Spectral correction, well, I'll just see. Okay, this is something else. We don't have to look into it, I think. According to PV technology, positable water columns. Oh, okay, so I got it. So the thing is that the soil or the surface in which we are mounting the solar panels, that can have a like that may absorb the light. Okay, so I'll give you an example. In a railway, പാളത്തിലെ നമ്മളെ മറ്റേ കോൺക്രീറ്റ് റോഡുകളില്ലേ, അതിന് നടുക്ക് മെറ്റൽ കൊണ്ടിടുന്നത് സൺലൈറ്റ് പിടിച്ച് വെക്കാനാണ്. കാരണം ചൂട് അത് കുറെ അബ്സോർവ് ചെയ്യും. പക്ഷെ മെറ്റൽ ആ ചൂട് അബ്സോർവ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ മെറ്റൽ എക്സ്പാൻഡ് ആയിപ്പോകും, അപ്പൊ പാളം തെറ്റും. So a similar cases here, the light can be taken by other factors like അവിടെ ഉള്ള എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെടികളോ ബാക്കി കാര്യങ്ങൾ അതൊക്കെ സ്ലൈറ്റ് അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്യും. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനത്തെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഫാക്ടേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ സ്പെക്ട്രൽ കറക്ഷൻസ് യു ക്യാൻ ഗിവ് റിഗാർഡിംഗ് ദ ലൈറ്റ് ഇന്റൻസിറ്റീസ്. ആൻഡ് ദിസ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് മച്ച് factor, not much great factor, predominant factor in loss parameters. You can click on OK. You can go for a self-consumption. You can either give as any of this. Okay. no self-consumption, fixed constant consumption, daily values, all those things. We will go for a fixed constant consumption. And you can give kilowatt hour per year. So what is fixed consumption of the system itself? Like the monitoring house needs to be work, all the computers, all the lighting, all those things needs to work. So in a day, it can be around 1 unit. So 30 units or 365 unit a year. Okay. So in a year, it is consuming around 365 units. So we can give something like that. And yeah, users need. You can see monitoring house. Okay, just click on OK. Coming to the storage, if you are going for any battery, you can find it here. No storages, we will not go for that. Okay, self-consumption. For self-consumption, we can either give a battery backup. So you can give all those parameters. The depth of maximum charge, what is the total power required from the solar power plant, all those things. So we'll not go for that here. Okay. Coming to this one, this is known as a solar chart, solar sun chart. So you can research more on that. The basic thing is that it's according to the sun incidence. Okay, 1 second. Okay, according to the azimuth angle and sun height, it is a graph is drawn. This is the radiation, or the we can say wherever the shadow is casted, we can drop that area. Okay, in our area in NSS College of Engineering, horizon line at NSS College IC block, you can see from around 6:30 onwards we will start getting light. So this is the light line. So after this line only we'll be getting the light. So without shadow we'll get light for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16, all those hours till 18. 18 means say 6 o'clock, 5:30. 5:30 something we'll get the light. But say in 7:30 to 8:30 or in some area like that, we are not getting the light, or only after 8 o'clock we are getting the light. You can take this line upwards. Okay, see, you can take this line upwards and you can define the, see, now the graph is only starting from here. So the whole system knows for the whole year from around 6:30 to 7:45 we are not getting any light. See, this is a very great tool in casting the shadows. Very simple tool to cast the shadows for the whole year. So the simulation will be run according to that. So we'll just give from around, what's it, 7. Okay. Okay, we'll give you that. Okay, now coming to the near shadings. So this is another thing where you can have your system designed in a 3D model. Okay, ഇന്നലെ ഞാനൊരു മരം വരച്ചിരുന്നു. ആ മരം തെറ്റിപ്പോകാൻ കാരണം ഇതിന്റെ അകത്ത് മരം കണ്ടിട്ടാണ്. So I will show you that. So the active area is 561 meters square for the panels, and the tilt is 15 degree. So no shading is chosen, but we have to give some shading. So you can go for a module string detailed electrical calculation. I'll go simply for a linear shading. Okay. Okay, before that, constructive and perspective. Click on this. But very clear now. Are the things clear till here? ആരെങ്കിലും ഒന്ന് റെസ്പോണ്ട് ചെയ്യണേ. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Great. Anyone other? Abhilash, Navya. Unmuted ആർക്കെങ്കിലും പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ? Are things clear? Hello, Durga. Things are clear for you, right? Yeah, sharing. Thank you. Durga, are you here? Yeah, great. Okay. Now that's a Kartika case. Clear ആണോ മോളെ? Clear ചേട്ടാ. Okay, okay മോളെ. Kartika മോളെ clear അല്ലേ?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, great. So we'll continue. Okay. So if you open that thing, see how many tabs are there? If you open that thing, you'll get a 3D perspective. Okay, just expand the view, and you can. This is a bit complex. Okay, actually half hour is not needed. It's not enough for this. So I'll just go. Let's create a building. Okay. Let's create a building. Okay, let's create a parallel paper. 1 second. Elementary shading object. No. Yeah. So this is the thing. You have to create a building. Oh, sorry, this is a ground. It's a ground. We are going for a ground, right? So you can go for a ground. So if it is a ground, you actually need not to create anything. You can see simply it is a ground. So other calculations are here. So I'm not going in depth to this one. So we'll create. So if it is a ground, we can create the array of single PV table, array of trackers, array of table, array of DOMs. All this, like you can create this like what the actual layout of the solar panel. So we'll go for an array of table. Okay. So we'll say 1 second. Okay, number of modules, number of sheds. We'll go for yeah. So this is the one shed. This shed size, okay, shed size is, see, module width is 1 meter and module length is 1.8 meters. Okay. Now, according to this shed, we are going for a, see the inclination here. See the inclination, it is tilted to around 15 degree. Okay. So according to our basic knowledge, so what is, how this is spaced, evenly spaced, why? So no one asked regarding that. See this, if the shadow is being casted, this shadow can move to a maximal length of here, so that it won't obstruct the sunlight path of the other solar panel. See, this is the maximum length to which the shadow can be casted. So this area, this length is taken in such a way that no shadow can be casted from the one of the shed to the other shed. Okay, so all those parameters has to be taken care. Okay, so we'll say in x direction, it's only 2 cells, right? So we'll go for 3. See, 15 cells, 15 panels in a shed. Okay, see, this is okay. Now what? Module spacing. So between the solar panels, we are having around, see, this spacing. See this? This is around 0.02 meters, which is around 20 millimeters. We'll need at least an inch for the framework to be improper. So 25 millimeters or 2.5 centimeters should be there between the panels so that the framework can be properly done. Okay, you can define all those things. Okay. Now for that single table, the area required is 28.6 meters. Now what is the required area? 560.5 meters. You can give that. Okay, frame around module. Around module, you can have the size of all those things. It is using 1-inch pipe. So 1-inch pipe is not at all enough for this process. At least 3-inch pipe must be used here. See, this is only a 1-inch pipe. This is used GA pipe, but that cannot handle this much of weight. Okay. So all these parameters we can give. That's the main thing. Now coming to shed, number of sheds. Okay, shed till 15 degree, azimuth is 0, baseline slope. Baseline slope, which means the ground has to be level. If not, this has to be adjusted. Baseline slope. Okay. Now we'll okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll go for see 114 meter square. 4 into 15 modules. So we'll go for higher numbers. What? 200. So it should be around 15, right? Okay, 16, 18, 515. So 19 would be 572. It's a bit over. Okay, we'll go for 19. Okay. So this is how you can like cast your solar panel. See, and this is an XY direction like you can see that. Okay. You can play with these things. Okay, so 19 sheds with 15 modules in one shed. That is an arrangement you can use here. Okay. And if you need it in, so it is 19, so you can't use it like that, half, like 10 and 9 you can use, or anything, you can you use that object. Okay. So we'll just close that object. See. And you can render. So this is the solar panel. So rendering color only. Okay. That's it. Now coming to the tools, you can see. Okay, before that, one more thing. You can create elementary shading objects. Okay. What kind of shading object? Should it be a cube? No. What we need? A tree. Okay, see the tree here. Okay. This is the tree here. ഇതാണ് എനിക്ക് ഇന്നലെ പറ്റിയത്. കുഴപ്പമില്ല. So you can define all those heights like lower midpoint and all those things. We'll just keep it as nominal, okay? And the funny thing is that you can even have a wind turbine there. I don't know why it is there. Okay, still okay. We'll go for that. See, a tree is here, so we can move this thing in the y direction. See, we can cast the shadows. Okay. And coming to the observer position, yeah, we are in the here. Sun position is. So what is the time? This is one of the important parameters in choosing your shading. Okay. This point clear item. Okay, the one great thing is that December, in the month of December, in the date of 21st December is the date in which the year cast the maximum shadow in India. ഇന്ത്യയില് ഡിസംബർ 21 തീയതിയാണ് ഏറ്റവും ലാർജസ്റ്റ് ഷാഡോ കാസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുക. സോ ഇഫ് ദ സിസ്റ്റം ഓവർകം ദാറ്റ് ഷാഡോ ദെൻ യുവർ സിസ്റ്റം ഇസ് സേഫ്. ഓക്കെ, ഇഫ് ദ സിസ്റ്റം ക്യാൻ uncast shadow which is casted on 21st of December, then it can uncast any shadows on any of the time period in the year. So it should be clear. Okay, 21 തീയതി ഡിസംബറിൽ വരുന്ന ഷാഡോനെ ഓവർകം ചെയ്യാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ പാനലിലെ പൊസിഷൻസിന് പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ ആ വർഷത്തിലുള്ള ഏത് ഷാഡോ പൊസിഷൻസും നിങ്ങളുടെ പാനലിൽ മാറ്റാം. ഓക്കെ, സോ ദാറ്റ്സ് വൈ ഹിയർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഗിവൺ ആസ് 2112. ഓക്കെ, now we can apply that. See, ആ സമയത്ത് what is at around 7:40, what is the shadow? See, this panel is affected by the shadow. See, so സമയം മാറ്റി നോക്കാം. 12 മണിയല്ലേ? Yeah, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock there is a shadow. 7:40 there is a shadow. 8 o'clock there is a peak shadow. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and around 10:40 or like 10:40 only we are getting proper sunlight. So what we will do? We'll move the panel to the some other side. Okay, now we will cast from what time? 7:40, 6:40. Sorry, 7:40. Again there is shadow. What about 8:40? Again there is shadow. Till here there is shadow, right? So we'll move the panel again to the right side. See, still there is a shadow. So we'll compromise on that. So we can see what this shadow can do to your total power output. Okay. So this is how you can design. These things are not fine for me. So if you are a good artist, you can play with immense things. So if you're going for a building, you need not to have all those windows and doors and all those things. You just have to, the thing has to be a cuboid there. Okay. Now we'll go for the sonnet thing. All these are simple parameters. You can adjust with those. You can play with those. So this is an important thing. This is an interesting thing. Okay, shading animation. Step duration 15. So 21st December on 2050. Okay, on 2020, on a 15-minute scale, we can see what and how the shadow will be casted. Let's play. See? See? At around 6:30 to 8 o'clock, there is a shadow. And also at around 17 to 18th hour, which means 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, there is a shadow. See, and shading factor is 0.093. This is a great thing. We'll save this. Okay. Just an before over. Okay. No. See, I'm not a manager. Just see on this. Okay. So if the trees here, let's see what is the parameter. See, 10 മണി വരെ പോകും. 10 മണി കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടേ full power കിട്ടത്തുള്ളൂ. Okay, now we'll go for the old one. See this one. Okay, 9 o'clock വരെ പോയി. See this one. This is a great tool in compromising or in calculating the shading scenes. So you have to save this video for your report. Okay. Now close the scene. Slightly lower than the PV module area. No issues. Okay. So the near shading is also done. So the module layout, if you are into that, you can go for that. See, where we have to put all those things, you can design. This is a simple, you can play with this thing. Okay. You can select all the tables and our area, you can distribute all those things. Now coming to the energy management, we are saying that the power should be injected to the grid in our COSFI 1, which means full power should be given to the grid limitations, any limitation for the grid. So if you're in NSS college, there is a huge transformer for the college itself. So if you're using the nearby transformers, say there is a 100 or 200 kilowatt or 500 kVA transformer is there, and only the 10% or sorry, only 80% of that can be taken back into the grid, which means around 480 kilowatt kVA. 480 kVA can be only redirected back to the grid. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു പ്രശ്നമുണ്ട്. സോ ഇഫ് യുവർ ട്രാൻസ്ഫോമർ ഇസ് നിങ്ങൾ വീട്ടിൽ ഓൺ ഗ്രിഡ് വെക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്തുള്ള ട്രാൻസ്ഫോമർ നോക്കുക. ആ ട്രാൻസ്ഫോമർ 100 kVA റേറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളെങ്കിൽ അതിലേക്ക് 80 kVA എടുത്ത് തിരിച്ച് കയറ്റി വിടാൻ പറ്റത്തുള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ ഇഫ് യു ആർ ഗോയിങ് ഫോർ എ ഹയർ പ്ലാൻ, യു കനോട്ട് റീഡയറക്ട് ദാറ്റ് മച്ച് പവർ ടു ദ ഗ്രിഡ്. സോ yeah, that's it. We are not using that. This is an important thing. I'll show you that. P50 P90 is a great estimation of coming to the yield. P90 means what is the probability of having 90% of the production throughout the year, and probability of 50% production throughout the year is P50. So you will get a clear idea on what energy management is there. So after running the simulation, we'll go to there. So this is all about PV system, like coming to the on-grid system. This is all about the system. You can go for run simulation. You can save it, new variant. Right? Yeah, new simulation variant. Save. Close. Now if you go for energy management, see, P50, this is P50. 50% production കിട്ടാനുള്ള ചാൻസ് ആണ് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ. P90, 90% of the production would be around 140.24 megawatt hour, or it's around 140,000 units. P90, P95, 139.27 megawatt hour. So all those probability distribution curves you will get in the thing. Now economic evaluation, so we'll go to that also, but paisa correct ariyatilla. Let's assume all those things. Okay, we'll say what is the PV module, 300 panel, unit price total, support for module. Okay, 8,000 rupees for a module. Support for module 300 per module, let's say it's around 125 rupees. All these are simple assumptions. Okay, inverter, 30 kVA inverter, let's see, 30 kVA inverter price on an average scale. Okay, 2,30,000. Sabash. Okay, let's go for 2,30,000 or 2 lakh for the time being. Other components, accessories, fasteners, wiring, combination boxes, all those things. Okay, study and analysis, the pre-work, petrol cash, installation, all those things you can give. Land cost, insurance, land cost, loan bank charges. You can give the loan bank il ninnu etra loan eduthu adine etra percent interest varum. Anganeyanengil ningalde system etra varsham kondu idu tirichadakkum. Like you can calculate all the repayment data with regards to your loan. If you're taking a loan from the bank, all those things. So we'll keep it aside. Okay, we'll run the simulation for one last time. So the more the data you give into this report, so sorry, into the software, you will get the more the sophisticated report. Let's see. Yesterday it was a 6-page one, right? So let's see today how many pages are they? Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 13 pages. See, 13 pages there. So normalized production, all these were the studies itself, but coming from here, we'll get the probability distribution. See, all those data are there, and cost of the system. We haven't got any cost. We haven't given any cost. CO2 emission balances. How much amount of CO2 we saved, emissions we saved over time. All those things we'll get. See, saved CO2 emissions plus time. All those things. Around 13-page report is there. So this is all about PV system on-grid system. This 850. So that's it. I think it's clear. So if any doubts, just ask today now itself. So I'll give you a question. I will give you a question. So the thing that you have to make up is that. Okay, let's go for. Yeah, how many of you are aware of Lulu Mall? Lulu Mall പോയവരൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടോ? Hello? Anyone? Unmuted to പറ. Anyone? Just unmute. What will be the cost of solar PV assist license? I'm not aware. Let's see. PV assist license. License is matter. Not crack it. Cost 1 second. 600 CHF. Currency. But no, okay, it's around 50,000 rupees. Okay. Ada, നിങ്ങൾ ആരും ലുലു പോയിട്ടില്ലേ ലുലു മാളില്? ഉണ്ട്. എന്നാ പിന്നെ അവിടെ ഒന്നോടെ പോയിട്ട് വരാം നമുക്ക്. See, this is Lulu International Shopping Mall. ഇവന്മാരിവിടെ ഓൾറെഡി പ്ലാനിലൊക്കെ വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. Or give me a better place. Just give me a better place other than Lulu Mall with a flat roof.
ഈ നമ്മുടെ എയർപോർട്ട്
ചെയ്യാലല്ലേ? അവിടെ ഓൾറെഡി ഉണ്ട്. അതിന്റെ മുകളിൽ ഇനി അമ്മ കൊണ്ടുവെക്കാൻ സമ്മതിക്കുമെന്ന് ഒരു ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ട്, നോക്കട്ടെ. Sial is Cochin International Airport, around 60 kilowatt system. Sorry, 60 kilowatt megawatt. Okay, yeah, we'll go. അതായത് പ്ലെയിൻ പോണ സ്ഥലമാണ്. അവിടെ കൊണ്ട് പാനൽ വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ
NSS കോളേജ്
ശോഭ സിറ്റി തൃശ്ശൂർ. ഓക്കെ, അത് നോക്കാം. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ NSS കോളേജ്. Okay, there is a provision. See, this is CL. CL ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഏരിയ ബ്ലാങ്ക് ആയിട്ട് കിടപ്പുണ്ട്. You can go for here. Okay, I'll have the screenshot here. Okay, this is your question. So coming to the parameters, this is the thing. Okay, any doubts? Ask me. Come on. So design a proper on-grid system for CL airport. CL on airport only. Okay, CL Kochi. For the Kochi only. CL Private Limited. The report should comprise the following. Basic data panel, inverter, and layout, 3D shading, analysis. Then what? Detailed analysis. 12 to 18 page report. Then what? Let's see. Any doubts? Any doubts? Venkatesh, yesterday you got some doubts. Just asking. Venkatesh? Consumption of.
Sir,
Yeah, sure. Go on.
with this report, will we be able to install solar off-grid system?
Off-grid system. Off-grid system, we have to go for another variant. I'll show you that. Coming to a career opportunity, off-grid system. I'll share. Okay, if you're placed in a company like Use Solar is a company. Okay, Use Solar. This is a clean energy startup company. So they had called for their career opportunities. Let's go for the contact here. Let's see. I have seen somewhere. Okay, in USOLAR there is a career option. So if you go for that, their description itself says the applicant must possess knowledge in PV Sys and PV Solar. That's a primary requirement for them. So that's the thing. And coming to off-grid system, I'll just say you that. Okay. After this, okay, I'll just make up the question. Then what? Then what? Near shading, module layout, module layout. You have to work on the module layout. Just work on module layout. Okay. And what? Shadow analysis video should be recorded. Should be recorded. Okay, that we saw in the near shading, constructive and perspective, and in the tools and then the shading animation, you can play the run the simulation and save the video. Okay. So that's it. Yeah. So these many things. Okay, how many? 7 things. So this is the question number 1. Yeah, this is more than enough for a team of 4. So workshop in workshop on PV system. HBD, SB, and SSC. Yeah, that's it. I think we can wind up here. So if you got any doubts, just ask me. Any doubts? Hello? ആർക്കുമില്ലടാ ഒരു ഡൗട്ടും ഇല്ലേ ദൈവമേ മുഹമ്മദേ എന്തായാലും മുഹമ്മദേ അവനെ പോയോ
ഹലോ
എന്തായാലും ഡൗട്ടുണ്ടോ
ചേട്ടാ ഇതില് എർത്ത് അതിനെ പറ്റിയിട്ടൊന്നും പറയണില്ലല്ലോ, എർത്തിങ്ങിനെ പറ്റിയിട്ടൊന്നും പറയണില്ലല്ലോ.
ഇതിന്റെ അകത്ത് എർത്തിങ് ഇല്ലടാ, എർത്തിങ് ഇല്ല ഇതിന്റെ അകത്ത്. ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് ഒരു ഫ്ലോ നമുക്ക് പറയാം, എർത്തിങ് ഇല്ല. പക്ഷെ എർത്തിങ്ങിന്റെ അല്ലാണ്ട് നമുക്ക് ആ ഒരു സാധനം അയച്ചു തരാം, നീ ഒന്ന് പിങ് ചെയ്ത് അറിയാനെ. എർത്തിങ്ങിന്റെ അല്ലാണ്ട് സംഭവം ഉണ്ട്. Any other doubts?
Abhinavata, there is a question in the chat box.
Okay, ഒന്ന് വായിക്കാം അവിടെ മോനെ. Hello.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
2023, India is planning to extend its capacity to 175 GW renewable energy. So there will be a lot of opportunities.
Of course. Only because of the corona, we are having that issue. Okay. The main criteria is that ANERT is also extending their opportunities in the field of solar careers. But what happens is that main thing, what happens is that due to COVID only, the on-site workers are mostly needed for these things. Okay. What do you mean? Okay. So the main thing, yeah. Hello.
Sir, I am from Telangana region.
Okay.
So, is there any chance of getting in at Kerala region?
Anurd is a big shot. I think you are. If you got experiences, so actually Anurd is calling right now. Anurd is calling right now. ഞാനിതെല്ലാം നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കാറുണ്ട് പക്ഷെ കാര്യമില്ല. They are asking for BTech in electrical engineering and also this qualified and competent candidates from recruiting the district project engineers call is there. But what happens? In the call it says either BTech with 5 years of post experience in renewable energy, or you should possess a MTech in renewable energy. So this is a thing. They need experience in the field. So I would pretty much say that you can start up with these companies like USolar and Urja Nidhi. A lot of startup companies are there in the areas of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and also Guragan, Gujarat. It's a vast area of solar entrepreneurs. അങ്ങനെ സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ് കമ്പനികളിൽ you can apply, and if you are getting like an experience certificate from that, you can of course apply for Anurd. And it is only asking for a BTech, and where you are from, it's not a matter here. District project engineer. So that's it. And coming to this, in just planning to lot of opportunities, of course, on-site opportunities will be there in the maintenance sector, in the project analysis sector, site analysis sector, all those will be there. But the issue is only of the prevailing COVID conditions. Yeah, Sanchu Paulson. Okay, I think that's it. So I'll just ping the question to the team and they'll find it. Yeah, that's it. Any more doubts? 824. So we'll have a photograph, right? Rakesh?
Yes.
Yeah. So
So
I
guys,
wish. Yeah.
ചേട്ടാ പറഞ്ഞോളൂ. അല്ല വീഡിയോ ഒന്നാക്കാൻ പറഞ്ഞ that's it.
Okay, I will request you to just turn on your camera. Venkateshan team, just we have 2 meetings here, so just turn on your cameras. Okay? Sure. Thank you. Camera. Hello. Yeah. That's great. So all of you just turn on your camera. Rohit, നമസ്കാരം. നീ എവിടെയാണ് ഇരിക്കുന്നത്?
വീട്ടിൽ തന്നെ.
അതെ. All of you, Akshay. Yeah, great. You can see new faces here. ഇവിടെ നീമ, മീര, ഷിഫിയ, കാർത്തിക, ദർശന.
Guys, there is a feedback form in the chat box. Please do fill.
ഷെറിന മോളെ മനസ്സിലായോ? ഓക്കെ എന്നാ പിക്ക് എടുത്തോടാന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എടുത്തോ. ഓ ഫ്ലൈറ്റ് ബാറ്റത്തെ ലൈറ്റ്. അവൻ ചിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, അപ്പൊ ഫോട്ടോ എടുക്കോട്ടോ. തിരിച്ചോ.
അല്ല ജയരാജാണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്.
അതെ ജയരാജ്. ഓക്കെ, ഇനി കൗണ്ട് ഓൺ.
കൊള്ളായിരുന്നു.
ഉള്ളവര് just turn on. Venkateshan team, just turn on your cameras. Okay, let's go. I think let's go. Countdown on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Jayarajana. So 0, -1, -2. Okay, I think that's it.
Jayaraj.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Okay. Over to you, Meera.
Okay. So that's the end of the session. Hope you all have learned and enjoyed the session very well. I would like to officially conclude the session. I acknowledge the contribution of all those who worked for this super workshop on PV solar energy using PV Syst, presented by IEEE PES SBC NSSE as part of PES Day 2021. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our speaker, Mr. Abhinav R, for taking out time from his busy schedules and sharing his knowledge with us. Thank you, IEEE PS NSSC, for inviting Mr. Abhinav R to enlighten the session and for this informative opportunity. Thank you so much for being with us. And last but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants present here for your active participation and attention. A feedback form will be provided in the chat box. Please do check it out and fill the form before leaving the meet. And also, please do submit the report for availing certificates and fee reimbursement. Once again, thank you everybody. Stay safe and take care. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mole. Thank you. So thank you all the participants. Bye.